Sheriff's Department come together today to celebrate the legacy of Special First Responder, donor hero, Brandon Shriber, and all of our first and last responder brothers and sisters. The Newton County Sheriff's Department mission aligns with Gift of Hope's mission to save and enhance as many lives as possible. Today we join to show support and commitment to donation and highlight the need for organ and tissue donors. More than 105,000 people are currently waiting in the United States for a life-saving organ transplant. Every 8 minutes, a new person joins the national transplant waiting list. Becoming an organ and tissue donor is a way to leave a lasting legacy, as well as saving and enhancing the lives of people you have not met in life. Without donors like Brandon, there is no story, no hope, no transplant. But when there is a donor, life springs from death, sorrow turns to hope, and a terrible loss becomes a gift. Now I'd like to introduce Dr. Harry Wilkins, our CEO.
I sought my God, and my God I could not find. I sought my soul, and my soul eluded me. I sought to help my brother in his time of need, and found all three: my God, my soul, and thee. I want to thank you for the introduction, Beth. I am Dr. Harry Wilkins. I have the honor of serving as the President and CEO of Gift of Hope Organ and Tissue Donor Network. As hard as it is to believe, with the sun shining, 75 degrees and green trees, it is October, near Chicago anyway. And it always reminds me of how beautiful life can be. The quote that I just said talked about the honor it is, and just how good it is for people to serve. And first and last responders are the epitome of that. When we talk about people like Brandon Shriber, they live a life of service, just as all of our first and last responders are. And through donation, the end of his life does not mean the end of his story. It's actually a continuation of his selfless legacy. And it's one of the reasons why at Gift of Hope we refer to all of our donors as donor heroes, because that is what a hero is. A hero is someone who saves lives. And this is what Brandon Shriber did as his last act of life on this earth. We mentioned about the number of people waiting for a second chance of life. And in the United States, that's over 105,000 people waiting for a life-saving tissue or organ. And because of selfless donor heroes, those people have hope. They have hope that they will one day receive that precious gift of life. At Gift of Hope, we work with over 180 hospitals in our service area, encompassing over 12 million people in 10 transplant centers. And selfless people like yourselves are what make it possible for us to be able to offer that hope to others. If you are a registered donor, I want to thank you. If you are not, I want you to really consider becoming a donor. Become a registered donor. If you know someone who's not a registered donor, talk to them about that. And again, I also on today, I want to thank all of you who are first responders for all the work that you do. And I want to thank all of you for being registered donors and giving those people a second chance at life. Thank you so much for coming out. Appreciate it.
And now we'd like to invite Sheriff Kaufman to come and say a few words.
Good afternoon. Katie, forgive me. Today is Brandon's birthday. Today is also Katie's birthday. It's important to note, I believe. Thank everybody for being here today and gathering to honor the life and the legacy of Corporal Brandon Schreiber. Brandon was more than a deputy. He was a husband, father, son, friend, and a dedicated public servant who answered the call to protect and serve his community. On that tragic day, September 2024, Brandon made the ultimate sacrifice in the line of duty. His courage and commitment will forever be remembered by the Newton County Sheriff's Office and by everyone who had the privilege of knowing him. Today's ceremony, hosted by the Gift of Hope, reminds us that Brandon's spirit of service did not end that day. Even in his passing, he continues to give. Through the gift of organ and tissue donation, he gave others the chance to live. That act speaks volumes about the kind of person he was, selfless, compassionate, and devoted to helping others in every possible way. The flag that we will raise today represents both honor and hope. It symbolizes Brandon's lasting impact, not only as a deputy who protects lives, but a donor who saved lives. His legacy continues through the people who received his gifts and through all of us who will carry forward in his memory as an example. To the Schreiber family, we can never fully express our gratitude for the sacrifices you've endured and the strength that you continue to show. Please know that Brandon's service, his courage, his generosity will never be forgotten. May this flag serve as a constant reminder that one life can truly make a difference in service and sacrifice, and in giving the ultimate gift of hope.
And next we're going to raise the flag, but before we do so, I'd like to go over the significance of the flag. A Gift of Hope flag raising ceremony is a simple yet powerful way to honor selfless donors and their families, and reflect on the hope offered during tragedy and loss. Although raising the flag may only take a few moments, it represents a legacy for those who gave the ultimate gift and a new chance at life for those who received or continue to wait for a life-saving or life-enhancing organ or tissue transplant. This flag is a beacon of hope for families who, in the time of their deepest heartbreak, had the strength and courage, generosity, and kindness to choose life by donating organs and tissue for the benefit of complete strangers. It is a reminder that despair does not win. Every time the flag is raised, may we know that love lives on in this world, not only in the hearts and minds of those that grieve for a life taken too soon, but in the quiet and reflective gratitude of those touched by the generous gifts of life. It is our greatest hope that these gifts will make the lives of others a blessing each day. As we honor the incredible gifts Brandon has given, I ask everyone to join me in a moment of silence. Now we'll go over to the flag, and Katie is going to raise the flag in honor of Brandon.